Julian, I agree with you. The only thing I would add to your question, you've said, if I have short-term funding, anybody can come and ask for their funding, right? Now, the only thing that I would add there, what is the probability in a normal market? What is the probability that they'll come for their funding? Because that is how we can construct the portfolio. We said the probability that somebody can come for their funding, all things being equal, is around 20%. So let us run this portfolio. And I'll tell you, the regulated CHYF, you know the CHYS and CHYF. This regulated CHYF is running properly and it has 20% allocated to cash. How come there's no illiquidity there? Because CMA is not running around saying this thing is dangerous, this thing has issues, get out of this fund. In a normal environment, our calculation, and you remember we have 10 years experience with this portfolio. We have data, 7 with us, 3 with Britam. Because Britam, we started the very same fund. So when you look at this data, you say, okay, in a normal market, 10% will come for their money. If you shock the system, up to 20% will come for their money. So let me keep liquidity at 20%. So if you don't have COVID, and if you don't have a belligerent regulator, the portfolio will be running okay. There's no portfolio, even today, if I were to say it's 50% liquidity. If capital markets just came out and said, Cytonn money market fund, which is 80% liquid, as a problem, people will just start withdrawing. So I hear you, Julian, and I concede there is an inherent flaw. But I also don't think you can construct a portfolio and say, look, I want to build 100% equity to finance real estate. You will never move because people don't have equity. People want to get their money in and out. So you structure something and you say, fine, I know Julian could have 100,000 that he's willing to give me for 1 year. But there are many other Julians. So as long as the value of the asset will always outweigh the value of my liabilities, and I have the liquidity to pay people as they come in and out. And this is a tested model. I mean, if you go to a place like Wall Street, they'll even wonder what the debate is all about. As long as I'm able to give you liquidity as you come in and out, then it's fine. And then we build in the liquidity gates. That is why when you go in, the contract is very clear. In the event of an occurrence that is beyond the control of the investment manager, the investment manager, in consultation of the board of investors themselves, will be able to tell you, now you cannot redeem. So you are right, but that is the feature of the product, and they are built into the investment agreement.